everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sarah, also known as LoveSockWool on Ravelry and Instagram. So if you want to give me a follow on those platforms, please do. I'm most active on Instagram, not so much on Ravelry just because I just don't get on there as much. Instagram's more fun. So yeah, give me a follow on Instagram, and I'm trying to do better about posting more frequently and sharing the things that I've been working on. I love to knit socks, so that's mostly what I have to share today. But I do also have some Muschberg hats by, that pattern is by Isolde Teague, and I've got 3 of those to share today, and also a bunch of Scrappy projects. So let's get started. First of all, I hope you are doing well and enjoying, if you live in the hemisphere that I currently am in, it is fall and it is beautiful out. It's today, I am coming to you live from St. Paul, Minnesota. So we are having a beautiful autumn here. It's been very mild to actually unseasonably warm, but today is crisp and cool and clear. And all the leaves have not dropped yet. So there's lots of gorgeous colors to see when I look out my windows, and yeah, it's the best time of year. Okay, I actually did write down some notes so I could stay slightly on track today. Let's see. First, I will share with you some finished pairs of socks. I am not good about keeping track of how many pairs of socks I've knit like this year. I have no idea. I have not a clue, but I wanted to show you some of my more recent pairs that I have finished, and 3 of them are from the dyer Molly of A Homespun House, because she has been dyeing this year what she calls Happy Birthday Hogwarts. So she's been dyeing up all the different characters from the Harry Potter books, and I wanted to show you some of them that I had finished so far. So the first pair I finished, this was quite a while ago, but these are Luna Lovegood. And the mini that came with it is this pretty like orangey color. And this is just another pretty pink that I had in my stash. Love these. So that's Luna. And next up I've got Fred and George. These are all knit plain vanilla, usually on 2.25 millimeter needles, US ones. Although these, for some reason, I knit on 0s. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get a hankering to knit at a slightly tighter gauge. I'm a pretty loose knitter, but usually for my socks, I pretty much always stay with US ones. And then this pair might be my favorite. Oh, this is Lupin. I love this sock. I mean, it basically reads gray, but within the gray background are so many different colors. And I just thoroughly enjoyed knitting this pair of socks. I would love to knit a sweater out of this colorway. It's such a good, just neutral, but yet interesting color. And I love them. And even though I'm showing finished things, I wanted to share those because I'm knitting another Happy Birthday Hogwarts. I'm knitting Draco, but I'm just on sock number 1 at the moment. I think I started these 2 weeks ago. I have so many socks on the go. I just pick up whichever one I feel like working on. That's why it takes me forever to finish pairs, because I have so many going. But this is Draco, and this is the gray that came with the sock set. I do have Molly and Hermione on their way. Just got the shipping notification for those, so I'm really excited to see those. I have not seen them yet. I think Hermione's been out for a while, and a lot of people have probably already gotten theirs, but I bought mine together with Molly, so and that one wasn't going to ship at the same time, so I had to wait, but that's fine. Hopefully they will come in sometime in the next 2 weeks. Okay, let me tidy up. And then another pair that I finished these in October. These were my October socks. This is called Sweater Weather by Mama Jess Knits. And I just loved knitting these. I knit these fairly quickly because I really wanted to get them done in the month of October. And this was her mystery skein. I'm also getting the November mystery skein, but I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm so excited to see what that one looks like. And then the little mini that came with it is Spruce, I believe. I don't know why I didn't do the toe in Spruce. I probably just forgot and just kept knitting and started the toe. It's fine. But yes, I love these. Okay. Other pairs. No, there are no other pairs I can show you, but I have all these single socks that I have finished that I have not started the second. So I'll show those next. Okay, this one is actually on a sock blocker. Look at how professional I can be at times. This is Granite State Yarns, which that's the hoodie I'm wearing. I'll show you the back in a minute. This is from Lauren, who is Granite State Yarns. She does a monthly club called Ora et Labora. I'm looking around to see if I have the label. I don't think I would have it within reach, but this was is this the November one? I think this is the November Ora et Labora club, and it's called Mont Saint Michel. And it is just beautiful. I mean, look at these little pops of like peach. It's just beautiful. And this is the mini that came with it. And then I threw in this pink heel flap because the pink yarn here is the Ora et Labora club yarn for last month, September, which actually I've got that one right here. I still need to finish. Okay, so I have not started the second one on Mont Saint Michel. I also have not started the second one on, this is Shower of Roses. So this was from October? Yeah, I think this one is the October one. It's so pretty. I love this pink. And I thought it looked really pretty with this month's club. So yes, I'm really enjoying getting this club every month from Lauren. All right, so, okay, so that's a first sock I finished. I have another one that is a Christmas sock and I have a whole basket here to show you of my Christmas sock knitting plans. It's completely unrealistic, and I'll be doing good if I just get one pair of socks done for the Christmas season. I definitely get very ambitious with all of the Christmas socks I want to start as soon as November rolls around. Okay, so this is a new to me dyer that I have just recently discovered this year. I'm looking around to see if I have the label. Yes, I do. It's Potions and Pearls, and this is Comfort and Joy. It's one of her new Christmas colorways. She has several Christmas colorways in her shop on Etsy right now. She's wonderful. The bases she used are very yummy and delicious. It's pretty much the same base, I think, as what Yarnable uses, if you're familiar with the Yarnable subscription. So it's the 85-15 Superwash Extra Fine Merino 4-ply. So it's very plump and wonderful. I love it. But this is just the best Christmas colorway. I love it. I don't know why I have not started the second one yet. I'm going to get it going very soon. And then I did, for a contrast heel and toe, I've got the yarn over here. I'm using a sparkle yarn by Ruby and Roses, and it's Rosy Cheeks. I just thought it looked really pretty. It needed some pink in it, so I added some pink. So yeah, so this may be my pair that I get done this year because I'm already half done. Okay, let me put that back with my basket of Christmas yarns. Okay, let me consult my notes. Okay, continuing on with sock whips. I've got them right here. Oh wait, before I move on though, let me show you the Ora et Labora. the Mont Saint Michel. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and I didn't tell you about the pattern. This is also Lauren's of Granite State Stitches. This is her pattern, and it's called Rail Yard Socks. Yeah, Rail Yard. So it's a ribbed pattern, as you can see, but each of the ribs are varying widths. So it's just so lovely to do. I've never done a ribbed pattern quite like this before. You can purchase the pattern directly from her website, granitestateyarns.com. But yeah, I'm really happy I was able to knit with Lauren's yarn and use Lauren's pattern. That's always fun to be able to do that. Okay, more first sock whips that do not have mates yet because I'm not even done with the first one yet. Okay. This one is Lover by Ruby and Roses on her rose gold base, so it has a bit of stellina in the yarn. This is probably one of my favorite colorways that she does, and this is the Lover Addie's version. And as you can see, I added a bit of cozy fuzziness to the first 10 rows. After I finished the cuff, I added in some Surrey alpaca. I think that's what it is. I've got the yarn right here, down here. I'm kind of obsessed with this Surrey. I think she calls it Rose Cloud. I think that's what she calls it. And this is also in the Lover Addie's version colorway. I just wanted to add a bit of fuzziness to the top of the sock. I'll probably have to be really careful when I go to wash them because I'm guessing this is gonna felt if I don't hand wash it. That's why I didn't add very much of it because I just wanted a little bit just at the top. And then this is also Ruby and Roses in Bloom. So I'm on the toe of this one. I could finish it today. I just have to sit down and do it. But yeah, isn't that pretty? I just love all the delicate speckles. It's so, so pretty. I have this in, this is the rose gold base, but I also have it on soft rose. I have it in rose cloud. I had to get it on all the bases. Okay, let me pop this back down in here in my basket on the floor. Hold on. Okay. And then, I don't know what came over me. One day I was just like, I want to cast on this yarn. So I did. Started this last week, I think. This is 3 by the Sea yarn, and it's Coral Reef, and it's on their sparkle base, which is different than a lot of the sparkle bases that a lot of dyers use. It has more sparkle in it. I don't think the camera's really picking it up, but it has 10% stellina in it, but it's also a 4-ply, so it's just very like plump, round, sturdy, but yet so pretty and sparkly. I love it. This colorway is making me very happy. Almost done with this one as well. Probably have about, I don't know, maybe 20 more rounds to go before the toe. And I threw in a fluorescent heel flap, and this is also Ruby and Roses on the rose gold base. Static. Addie's version of fluorescent highlighter yellow. I thought it looked really good with this. And then I should tell you what my vanilla sock recipe is. I always cast on 64 stitches, usually on 2.25 millimeter needles. And typically I either knit 25 rounds of ribbing or 28 rounds of ribbing. I don't know why. I just like those numbers. This one is 28. And then after that, I knit 65 rounds for the leg. And then this is just a regular slip stitch heel flap. And this heel turn is, I believe it's called a German heel turn or a square heel turn. I have this pattern of, it's free. You can find it on Ravelry, or even if you just Google it, it's Heels by Number by like Jiminy Crickets or something like that. But it has all the numbers. It has several different types of heel turns. You know, it has like the round heel turn, French heel turn. There's some kind of like modified square heel turn. There's all different kinds of heel turns in that pattern. It's completely free. You can download it. And that's what I always use. I just pick different ones to do. And this time I chose this one. Oh, and I am using ChowGoo 9-inch circulars, which are my favorite 9 inches to use. They're just great. They've never broken. The joints are always perfect. And you can get them on Amazon. They usually deliver it within a day or two, if they're in stock. All right. What other socks? Okay, I do have more. Of course I have more socks. This is LoveSockWool. There's more socks. Okay, I started what month are we in? November Yarnable, which is a monthly yarn subscription put out by Hypnotic Yarn, Cheryl. I love it. I get it most months. Every now and then I'll skip a month or I'll just cancel it because I need to save money. But most of the time I get it every month. And this is November and it's called Let's Get Basted. So it's like a turkey reference. And I decided to get them going in tandem, like both of them at the same time. And I love how it's knitting up. It's just so fun. It really does remind me of November and getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I'm ready for the heel flap on this one, but I've got the heel flap and heel turn done on this one. And I decided to go with a contrast. Again, Ruby and Roses. And this is one of the minis from the Wild Rose box that I got from Ruby and Roses back in June, I think it was. And I just thought it looked so good with this because it's like, that's the cranberry sauce. So later on today, I'm hoping to get the second heel flap and heel turn done and maybe get my gussets picked up. We'll see. But I'm really enjoying this pair. I just started these over the past weekend. And I feel like they're knitting themselves because they're just so fun to knit. And they are hanging out in a Mountain State Stitches project bag. Let's see I don't know if you can see her label there, but it says Mountain State Stitches, which I think she's not going to be making bags anymore. I think she's just moving on from doing that. But I'm so thankful I have several of her beautiful drawstring bags because they are my absolute favorites. I use them every day. I take them with me back and forth to work because I always take a sock to knit on because I usually can squeeze in about 10 minutes of sock knitting at the tail end of my lunch break at work. So I always have a Mountain State Stitches bag with me of varying varieties. I've got another really pretty one sitting right here. I love this one. This one is so vibrant. Okay, I'm not done. Don't worry. There's more. Okay, so those were mostly just first socks. This is a basket of actual second socks. Can you believe it? I can't. So there's only two. I only have two second. No, I'm lying. I do have more, but I'd have to get up and go get them. I have a couple of Homespun House second socks on the go that are Patreon socks. If I can remember to grab them later, I will. But anyway, I'll show you these first. I don't remember when I started them, maybe in October. Love these. This is Ruby and Roses, and it's called Lucy. I don't know what Lucy, I don't know who Lucy is. Is it like from Peanuts? I don't know, but it's Lucy from Ruby and Roses, and it's gorgeous. And I know I did start these in October because I thought they kind of looked a bit Halloween-y because of that bright orange. And again, I threw in a Ruby and Roses mini from the Wild Rose box for the heel flap. And look at this, I got the second one going and I'm on the gusset. So I'm like almost done. love these, and I threw on a little, it's a little gnome from Lock and Lou. This little candy corn hat. He's holding a pumpkin. Is it a guy? Is it a Mr.? Yes, this is one of the Mr. Gnomes. And did I say that this is also on the rose gold base? Because it is. You know it is. It's pretty much the only base I knit with. From Ruby and Roses. Okay, and then I have another Potions and Pearls sock that I love. So this is the same dyer as the Comfort and Joy. This one is called Snuggle Bunny. And I decided to do the Blueberry Waffles sock pattern. So pretty. I love this. These are going to be for Juliet. She asked me to make her a pair of plain gray socks. And I was like, can we do this one? Because this one's fun. This one actually has some speckles. It's gray, but it also has some other interesting colors in it as well. And again, it's that 8515 superwash merino nylon blend that is so delicious to knit with. And I can prove right here that I am working on the second one. And this is also a cute little Lock and Lou stitch marker. It's a little puppy dog. He looks like our little Jane. Where is Jane? Where did she go? Oh, she was down here. She must have gone back upstairs. She likes to be close to Ben because Ben is her favorite person in the whole world. She's fanatically devoted to him. Anyway, isn't that cute? I love it. So yeah, I need to get back to these. I tend to take forever to knit pattern socks because they do take a few more brain cells than I'm capable of at any given moment of a day. So like at the end of the day, when I'm able to sit and knit, it's not usually what I want to grab because I'm so tired. I just want plain vanilla. Okay, let's continue to discuss plain vanilla sock knitting because I have a bunch of Muschberg hats to show you, and I love them. I have 3 to show you. I can't even believe I have this many to show you because these hats do take some time to knit because of the construction of them. So I started this Muschberg hat, gosh, I probably started it in 2021. I think I did start it in 2021, but I finished it in 2024. So here, I'll show you how long it is. So it's basically, you're casting on at one crown and increasing, and then once you're able to get it on a 16-inch circular, you just keep knitting and knitting and knitting until you get to the other end, and then you do your decreases, and then you stuff this side into it, and you've got this double layer hat, which is so fantastic. And then if you roll up the brim, it's quadruple thickness. As you can see, I did run out of yarn. So this, oh yeah, let me tell you what the yarn is. This is Ruby and Roses. The main color is a Prince's Tail, so it was one of her Harry Potter colorways. And then I ran out, and so I added in, you guessed it, a mini from the Wild Rose box. And then at least I think this was from the Wild Rose box. And so I think I used up the whole mini and then just grabbed another one and finished it. So I'm happy I was able to use up so much yarn. I think the reason why I ran out on this particular one is because I must have cast on the stitch count for the adult extra large, which I think meant that I was knitting this on 156 stitches. I think that's what my stitch count was. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me see if I can get it back into itself. Okay, so yeah, there we go. This hat is done. It only took me 3 years to knit it. But then once I finished it, I was so excited and inspired. And at the time that I finished this, I think Kay of Crazy Sock Lady was on her, she was on like a bender of knitting a bunch of Muschberg hats. And so it was really inspiring me to, I was like, oh, I gotta keep going. I gotta make more. And so then when I finished this one, I started this one. And this Muschberg hat is by the dyer, the yarn is by, how does it go? It's either Merino and Moose or Moose and Merino, something like that. And it's Seaside Santa. This is one of her Christmas, or was her Christmas in July colorway. And I love this yarn. And again, this base is the 8515 base. I love it. All dyers out there, you need to dye on that base because it's the best. And I love how it kind of like, you know, the saturation of speckles shifted, and it's fun to see that in the hat form. And I did not run out of yarn on this one. And I think it's because I'm pretty sure I did the adult large. So I believe my stitch count ended up being, for my gauge, 144. So it's like the same stitch count as the sockhead hat, if you're familiar with that pattern. So yeah, I think I'll stuff this side in, and then it'll look a little bit different. That's the cool thing about this hat, is that you can shift it around and it's so great for if you want to make scrappy ones. I'm pretty sure I'm going to give this one a Juliet. So I have 3 Muschbergs, like I said. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be for Marshall because it's purple and that's like Vikings colors. So he'll probably like that. So that, and it's bigger, so this one will be good for Marshall. And then I think this one's going to be for Juliet for Christmas. Did I say that? I always make them socks for Christmas, but I really want to give them a Muschberg hat too. I think that would be really fun to, and I could stuff their Christmas socks in the hat and then wrap it. They're probably gonna watch this and then they're gonna know. Just, children, just forget that I said this. It might never happen. Maybe I'll keep them for myself. Okay, then the one I just recently finished is this one, which I really want to keep for me, but I'll probably give it to Priscilla because this is Bad Sheep Yarn Elizabeth, which is a Pride and Prejudice colorway. I love Pride and Prejudice. It's my favorite book. And all of the movies, they're all my favorite. I watch them over and over and over again. And I've read Pride and Prejudice more times than I can count. And Priscilla loves it too. So I'll probably give this to her. Yeah, and this is also, which you cannot, I don't think the camera can pick it up, but this is also on a sparkle base by Bad Sheep Yarn. It's very pretty. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, so some people have mentioned that they have a hard time figuring out the start of the Muschberg pattern. And I was gonna tell you what I do, because I do not do what the pattern says at all. The pattern, I mean, it is a paid for pattern, so I don't want to give too much away, but it's some kind of cast on where you're like doing some kind of circle and then you pull it tight to cinch it up. I do not even understand that. And at this point in my life, I am too old to figure it out. So what I do is I just do a Turkish cast on with 8 stitches. So there's 4 stitches on both of the needles with magic loop. And it's called the Turkish cast on. You can watch YouTube videos to learn how to do that. And so I do the 8 stitches wrapped, which gives me 8 stitches, 4 on each needle. And then I knit 2 rounds to establish those stitches so that there's like something there. There's like a little bit of a foundation. Then I start my increase round. And I also do not do the increase that the pattern says. I believe the pattern wants you to do like make one right, make one left for your increases. I can't be bothered to do that. That makes me crazy. I hate the make one. I won't do it. I refuse. So I do knit into the front and back. And I just do that knit in the front and back for anywhere it says to do a make one. and it's fine. It works out great. I'm trying to think. I wonder which side is my, yeah, this was my start. So I don't know if you can tell, but all of these increases are knit into the front and back. and it's fine. It works great. That's what I do. And then, okay, so once I finish the increases, I put in a stitch marker. And typically, I can't remember how many inches the crown, if it's 3 inches, I think depending on what size you're making, I mean, you can knit this as long as you want, depending on how slouchy you want it, but I personally have only ever knit, like from here, all the way down to here is 19 inches, and then I start the crown decreases. But once I'm done with them, I always think, man, I should have knit to 20 inches. Why did I stop at 19? But it's fine. It's big enough. I think you can wear it a little bit slouchier if you don't roll up the brim. If you roll up the brim, it's a bit more like a beanie. So yay, I have 3 done. Now, what I really would like to do is get another one started and make one for Ben for Christmas. And then all of my immediate family would have their Christmas socks and a Muschberg hat. I don't know if I can eke out another one before Christmas, although today's November 12th. I could do it. I just don't want to feel pressure to do it. Maybe I'll just start it, and if I don't get it done, Ben's not going to care. Ben does not cry over me not finishing knitted items for him. He really could not care less. Although he does enjoy his hand knit socks. But I will show you my yarns. I'm trying to see where I put them. Okay, I think they're down here. Because I pulled out a couple of skeins of yarn that I am thinking about using to make a Muschberg hat for him. And perhaps you can help me decide. So I of course have 2 Ruby and Roses colorways, and then I have a Misty Alpaca one. So option number 1 is this one. And again, it is that 8515 base, Addie's Soft Rose base. And this one is called Water Lily. And this was one of the Flowers Gone Wild collection. So I like this one because it's got some interest, it's got some different colors in it, but it's also like a kind of a darker color, can be more, you know, masculine. So I may do this one. Option number 2 is also Ruby and Roses. And this one is obviously more plain. It's called Dandelion Wish. And I literally bought this one thinking, oh, this would be a good Muschberg for Ben. Because honestly, these kind of colors look good on him. They make his eyes look bluer, which is weird because he doesn't have blue eyes. He has like these weird chameleon hazel eyes, but certain colors will make them look blue. It's very interesting. So I could do Dandelion Wish, or I could go completely wild and do Misty Alpaca, which is a completely different base. I'm actually leaning towards this one. Although, you know what I'm probably gonna do? I'm probably gonna start them all. I'll probably just start them all, and whichever one my hands enjoy the most is the one that will get knit. That's what happens. That's why you have to start a lot of projects, because you don't know what you're gonna like until you start knitting on it. That's my knitting philosophy. Okay, and this one is called Polar Sunset. And isn't that fun? It's really beautiful. I could see him wearing a hat like this. And I've made Misty Alpaca, and this is the hand-painted sock yarn. Yeah, hand paint sock. And you can get this yarn, I thought it was discontinued, but it's not. You can get it directly from the mistyalpaca.com website, and that's where I got this. Let me tell you what the breakdown is. What is the breakdown? It doesn't tell me. Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, here we go. It's 50% alpaca, 30% merino wool, 10% silk, 10% nylon. So you could make socks with these, but it is not superwash is the problem. And I have knit Ben socks with this yarn before, and you have to be really careful about them not getting put in the washer and the dryer because they will felt down to bulletproof material. Yeah, it is really fun to knit with. I really love this yarn. I know a lot of people are sensitive to alpaca or have allergies, but so far I don't think anyone in our family has an issue with it. I do really like it. I might start this today. I might start another Muschberg today, but I really want to start these in Muschbergs too. There's no law against starting lots of Muschbergs. Maybe I'll just get them all going. Do I have enough needles to make that happen? I'll probably knit them on 2.5 millimeter needles. Although this hat, I knit this one on 2.25 because I felt like the base the yarn was a little bit thinner and I just wanted to go down a needle size. But these I probably will do 2.25. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I think that's enough with that. All right. Let me consult my notes here. Okay, so we did all the whips, the sock whips and the hats. Okay, I was gonna share how I organize my sock needles because I wanted to share it with you because I know if you're a crazy sock knitter like me, over time you end up with lots of sock needles. And how do you organize them? And I know there's probably a million ways to do this, but this is what I do. So I went on the Amazons and I found this zippered, I don't know what to call this. It's a binder. It's like a three-ring binder. And I also purchased, hold on, I'm gonna spill my coffee. Let me move this. I purchased a bunch of zippered pencil pouches. And they came in a pack of 10. So I've been able to organize my sock needles into these pencil pouches. And like these are all my signature needles. These are all my zings. These are all size 0 needles. These are, in this one, the orange one is all my 9-inch circs, which doesn't have very many in them because they're all in use because I have so many socks on the go. And then these are size 0 9-inch needles. And these are, I don't even remember. And then these are 2.5 millimeter needles, which I don't use as much except for Muschberg hats. So I'm probably gonna have to pull these out today if I'm gonna get all these other hats going. And I love this thing, it's huge. I stuff a lot of my labels in here. And then I've got other notions in this zippered pouch. Just random like needle stoppers. I don't even know what's in here. But I love this because I know where all my needles are. They're right here in this binder. And I just kind of keep it tucked under my desk here. And whenever I want to start another sock project, I pull it out and pull out a needle and I know exactly what size, where to look for. I have them organized according to, I think, like metal needles, wooden needles, signature needles, 9 inches. But yeah, I just found all of those things on Amazon, and I think it cost $30 for all of it, for the case and for the pencil pouches, the zippered pencil pouches. But yeah, check it out on the Amazons. I don't know if I can try to put links below, but I don't know if I will remember. So if you just go to Amazon and type in case it, these will come up, and they come in different colors. And it might even link below it on the listing, the pencil pouches, but you can just type in zippered pencil pouch, see what comes up. You might find another kind that you like better. But the reason why I like those pencil pouches is because they come with the three holes on the side so that you can stick them in a binder. And that's why I wanted it. Now this is just my sock needles. I have not organized all of the other needles, like the bigger sizes. I need to order more pencil pouches to get those organized, and I haven't done that yet because I don't use my bigger needles as much because I mostly knit with fingering weight yarn. So I'm mostly knitting socks, the fingering weight hats, and etc. All right, what's next on the list here? Let's chat briefly about Scrappy projects. Oh wait, no. We have to talk about Christmas socks because I have this basket right here full of Christmas yarns and Christmas socks and dreams of more Christmas socks yet to be casted on. And I'm not gonna lie, there's probably 10 more Christmas colorways that I've ordered that are pending that are on their way. Because I'm crazy. But it's so much fun. The Christmas season for sock knitting is just the best. So let me show you what I have queued up in here. I don't know if I will cast on all of these this season. And quite a few of them are from that I started last year and I never finished. So let's start with those. Okay. I have got this one, which is so pretty. I actually started both of these at the same time, and this is, or rather in tandem, but obviously one is more knit than the other. This is a homespun house. What does she call this colorway? It's from Home Alone. I can't put my arms down. It's really pretty. And it came with 2 contrast minis, and I decided to just kind of alternate them. Actually, I think I started these 2 years ago. And clearly I have not finished them. Okay, and then last year, I think it was last year, I started this beauty. It is Holly Press Fibers Elf Workshop. And I actually do have the second one going. It's so, I love this colorway. I need to get all these done. And then last year I started, this one is also Holly Press Fibers. I think it's called Wrapping Presents. And I decided to go with toe up for these. I am past the heel. Working up the leg. I love how it kind of did a swirly striping thing. It's very peppermint sticky. I love it. Okay, what else? Oh, and then I knit this sock. This was the Christmas Eve cast on for that Hypnotic yarn, who is the Yarnable lady. This was the Christmas Eve cast on, and I believe it's called Vintage Ornament. And I have not started the second one. I love this colorway though. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed knitting that. And then of course I've got Comfort and Joy by Potions and Pearls. That's this year. And then also this year I got the signature, what am I trying to say? West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply, and this is their Christmas colorway for this year, and it's called Yuletide. And it's on a sparkle base. So fun. I do want to knit these. I knit last year's was the Nutcracker colorway, and I loved it. It was also on a sparkle base, and I thoroughly enjoyed knitting those. So I want to knit my West Yorkshire Spinners one for this year. Okay, and then, okay, queued up, not even wound up yet, but would love to knit this year as well. And it's Mama Jess Knits, and this is her Winter Knits Christmas colorway. And this also, she dyed this up in collaboration with, oh dear, I'm not gonna remember her name. The Knitted Soiree, I think she did project bags to go with this. And I have it, but it's tucked away in a bin. So there's this one, and then I also have another Holly Press Fibers, and this one is from her teacup collection. It's Spode Christmas Tree. The thing is though, these are very similar. They really are very similar, and they're also very similar to this one. So I'm not sure if I will be casting all of these on. I might just have to pick one to either finish or start. Okay, do I have any other Christmas colorways? I have more Christmas colorways coming because that Addie, Ruby and Roses, had an amazing Christmas update over the weekend, so I got a couple of those. But I think she probably got like a ton of orders. I'm not sure when that's going to be shipping. I'm not anticipating it's going to ship this week. So hopefully that'll be coming in, the next week or two. And then I have a couple of Homespun House Christmas colorways coming. Those, because with my informed delivery with the USPS, those might come on Saturday. So I really hope so. That would be really fun. And then I have the Freckled Whimsy Advent Skein sock set coming. And then I also have the Cozy Knitter Advent sock set coming. So I'm so excited about those. They've all shipped, but I haven't gotten them yet. Hopefully, maybe by the end of this week, early next week, I'll have those. I am getting Advents, like Yarny Advents. I got 5 this year. I think that's the worst I've ever done. I've never bought that many, but I'm very excited about it. I got Legacy Fiber Arts, which I've already started opening, but I won't show that. I always open my Advents early. And then I got the Bluebird Yarn Advent. She's on Etsy. She's a Canadian dyer. She does a lot of like Little House on the Prairie, Anne of Green Gables. She does a lot of like fandom, like book colorways. And this particular one is Agatha Christie Miss Marple Advent, which is my absolute favorite. I love it. I've already opened the first 2 days of those, but I won't share those either. And then I have 3 outstanding Advents that have not shipped yet and I have not gotten yet, obviously. Those are the Charming You, which I've never bought from before. I'm very excited about. And then Arkansas Yarn Co. Wonka. It's a Wonka, like the movie, themed Advent. And then what was the other one? Oh, Yarn Cafe Creations. I think it's like a Disney one. And the reason why I got that one is because it's on a sparkle base. It's on the sparkle base. So, and actually so is the Charming You and the Wonka one. All of them are sparkle Advents. I'm so excited about that. So yes, hopefully they come soon. I also am sitting here looking at other Christmas yarns that I also have that I didn't show you. So I just got these. When did I get these? Over the weekend, I think. So this is like I think a German, like commercial. Let me see if it is Germany. Actually, no, it's the Czech Republic, but it's called Supergarn Active, and it's very Christmassy. It kind of shows you how it's supposed to knit up, but I feel like the picture on the Etsy shop I got it from looks different than what it's showing here, but so I'm curious how these are going to knit up. This one is called Gingerbread, and this one is called Tinsel. And let's see, Tinsel is color 7580 if you need to know the numbers, and then Gingerbread is 7570. So yes, more commercial, scrummy, yummy Christmas socks to knit. We'll see if I get to these this year. All right. Well, let's talk Scrappy projects. Move my Christmas box back over here. My all-time favorite Scrappy project, if you've watched my videos before, you probably already know what it is, and it's the Cozy Memories blanket. It's this wonderful mitered square blanket. Let me see if I can stand up and show you how big it is. I don't remember how many squares are on this right now. I'd have to do some math to figure that out. I've been working on it since 2019, I think. But I love it. It's my favorite. So I always try to get a square put on when I finish a project, like a pair of socks. I try to get a square put on. I have it housed in this basket, and I have a couple of, hold on, so I have like lots of bags of, well, two big bags of my leftovers that need to get knit into this blanket. These are all socks I have finished in the last probably year, 1 to 2 years. So I'm just slowly working through getting squares put in my blanket. So this one is a pair of socks I finished them this year, even though I started them a really long time ago. And it's also Misty Alpaca. I think it's the Miriam colorway. Very fun. This one I've recently finished. It's Ruby and Rose's Poolside, Ruby and Rose's Love Story. This one is a Holly Pressed Fibers, one of her teacup colorways. I don't remember the name of it. This one is also Ruby and Rose's Beach Party. This was the Yarnable for July. I love it. I haven't knit those socks yet. I just put a square on my blanket. Let's see. I think this one's Fred and George from a homespun house. I think this was just a random solid mini. This one was Sweet Liberty from Moose and Merino, or Merino and Moose. So yeah, okay. That is my Scrappy project to show you. I do have more, but I think my phone is, I'm recording on my phone. I'm starting to run out of storage. I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and stop for now, so I don't blow my phone up. I hope you are enjoying the season that you are in, wherever you are watching in the world. If you're in America, I hope you're enjoying a lovely autumn. And yes, I hope I can record again soon. I do like doing it. It's just hard to find the time because I do have a job outside the house. I'm an RN. I work at a local hospital 3 shifts a week. So that kind of cuts into my discretionary time. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I will chat with you the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.